Welcome back to the EAM Crypto channel. Today we're going to talk about CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. Guys, I am absolutely terrified of these damn things. They are beyond scary. It shocks me to no end right now that not everyone is talking about them. Whether you're in crypto, not in crypto, you're into the macro, not macro, you don't care about anything. I just don't see how this isn't a bigger subject. These things are terrifying to me. So today we're going to talk about, we're going to discuss what is a CBDC exactly, talk about the latest, the developments, where things are at, how all the different countries are reacting to this thing, and to talk more than anything at the end, I really want to make sure that I drive home the message that there are two different things that we can do, two different things to fight off these things. So I'll go over that at the very end. So first and foremost, what is a CBDC? Okay, so first of all, what is a CBDC? It is a digital currency issued by a central bank. And there's going to be two different types of this type of currency. There's going to be wholesale, which is going to be used by the government, and retail, which is going to be used by plebs like you and me. Now, what's really interesting about this is that we don't know exactly how that's going to play out. Who exactly is going to be able to use the wholesale CBDCs? And what in the interest of national security, we're not going to get to see exactly what's going on there, but they're going to get to see everything that's happening with the retail currency that we're using. And who exactly is going to be able to use the wholesale? Is it going to be politicians again in the interest of national security, that they're going to be able to do whatever they want with the wholesale side? Or is it going to be that no, they're going to use the retail currency as well? But guess what? The retail currency is going to be coded and programmable to do whatever they want. So just think about that, guys. They're going to be able to basically, even though we work our asses off to make that money, they're going to basically control how it is used, how we spend it. So, for example, it's going to have expiration dates. So if you want to save all your money, well, if that's not good for the economy, or those that deem to control us think that it's not good for the economy, they're going to put expiration dates so that you can't save as much as you want to. That's just one example. And there are many other examples of why this is so terrifying. All right, so let's go over a few more examples of why this is so terrifying. So in the name of ESG, environmental social governance, they're going to be able to do a myriad of different things. So for example, let's say that you already took one trip in March and now you want to take another trip later that year. Well, for the sake of the environment, ESG, sorry, you can't travel again. We will not allow you to use the CBDC to travel again. So basically, even though you earned two different trips that year, sorry, you cannot only take one. That's one example. Another fact that really scares me is the fact that there will be zero privacy. They will be able to see everything, and they can use that against you in whatever way possible. Bringing in other things like social credit into the play. And also don't forget about the fact that with CBDCs, there will be an identity pin kind of thing. So basically, in order to use the CBDCs, your identity will be tied into it. So there will be absolutely zero privacy. And if you're living in a free world, there should be some privacy. The government shouldn't have their eye and their ear in everything, but that's what they want. That's what they're headed towards. So that's just one of the very few examples that I wanted to go over. Another thing that's pretty interesting is that they will decide who you can transfer it, who you can't transfer it if they want to. And the Bank of England already bragged about the fact that with their CBDC, they're going to be able to stop bank runs. I've noticed when I talk to some of my friends or acquaintances about CBDCs or bring it up, A, most of them have never heard about it. B, they seem to right away kind of intertwine it into BTC, thinking it's like the same thing and crypto is the same thing as CBDC. So it's really interesting to note that because of the fact that basically Bitcoin and CBDCs are completely and utterly the complete opposite thing. They could not be more different. But because of the digital component to it, they seem to think of them as the two. BTC equals financial freedom. Do I mean financial freedom because if you buy a bunch of Bitcoin, it's going to the moon and we're all going to be billionaires? No. Financial freedom because you get to decide how to spend it, how to use it. It's probably too volatile to be currency anytime soon, but it does give you that financial freedom of being able to decide how to use it, who to transfer it to, all that good stuff. And a beautiful, nice little thing, there's only 21 million of it. They're not going to print anymore, right? Not like these CBDCs that they're going to be able to print as many as they want, right? So they're just going to inflate the crap out of them. And CBDCs are going to, already starting to get this weird movement within some of the political figures like E. Warren. Elizabeth Warren brought it up in that video that went viral the other day, right? When she stated that Bitcoin has no value because she's so incredibly ignorant. And then she basically kind of mixed in CBDCs into that conversation. Did you guys see how she did that? Right. So that's very, very telling. And look, I'm going to be very transparent here. Ever since I became an American, I've always voted Democrat. But you know what, guys? Like, things are changing. And look, I am going to be a single issue voter. And if CBDCs are one of those kind of, talking things, or talking, not even a talking point, a real point where the Republicans are against it and Democrats are for it, like Elizabeth Warren, then guess what? I'm going to vote Republican. I have no choice. This is where I draw the line. There's a lot of things that I'll kind of, turn a blind eye to or kind of deal with, but this is where I draw the line. Because if they control the money in that way, they control everything. And, politicians like Elizabeth Warren, they need to go away. Elizabeth Warren, if by some crazy chance you're watching, just go away, retire. The older she gets, the more power she wants. It's the weirdest thing. I mean, she's almost 100 years old and she wants more and more power. Elizabeth Warren, go away. Seriously, just go away, retire. I hear that you have like 3 yachts. Good for you. You grifted the system for many, many years. Just leave us alone, go away. And so that leads me to my other point. So yeah, the first point is that Bitcoin is a way to battle CBDCs. It is a beautiful way to battle CBDCs. But the other way to do it is with your voice and to vote. And here in the US, we can vote politicians like Elizabeth Warren out. Politicians that want to govern us, that want to oppress, that want to control. They don't realize, she doesn't realize that she was voted to serve the American people. She wasn't voted to govern and control the American people. You see the big difference? And it's on us to stop electing people like her. So I just hope that, and oh, by the way, DeSantis, Cruz, people that I haven't really been big fans of for many different reasons in the past, they have both stated that they're going to do everything in their power to ban CBDCs. So as a single issue voter, if I have to vote for those guys over Elizabeth Warren, I'll be more than happy to. So I just hope that this video kind of just shows the landscape of where things are, where it's going. There's 90 countries that are currently developing CBDCs, so they're coming. My country of origin, Mexico, they actually just stopped their development. Apparently they're having technological issues, which is pretty Mexican. Like that's pretty much what I would kind of expect out of Mexico, to be quite honest. Love Mexico, but I kid. But no, I'm not surprised at all that they're having issues with their CBDC rollout. And yeah, there's just a lot of interesting things too. I think Kazakhstan is using BNB for their CBDC rollout, which I thought was really interesting. Australia is leveraging Algorand. A big bank in Australia leveraged Algorand for their initiative. So it's just really interesting to see how Algorand's playing into some of these things. But other than that, it's not really a pro-crypto thing, the CBDC thing. So again, Bitcoin, voting, using your voice, those are the ways to combat that. So just remember that. I hope that this video helps in some way. I only have about 3,300 subs, but hopefully this video can get some traction to just open people's eyes out to something that is very, very scary. And if they control the money, they control everything. So we need to put a stop to that, come together as one, regardless of whether you vote blue, red, whatever, need to come together on this issue. This is where we draw the line. Just say no to CBDCs, and thank you for watching.